I've got a mate coming over in a moment with a whole boot full of awesome stock. I've heard there's like Transformers, like Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, all kinds of bits. I have no idea what's actually going to be in there, so I can't wait to get it, go through it all. He's going to drop it off here, leave it with me for a week to go through and research the bits that I want. Once we know what we want, and we'll go through it all together, we'll shoot him the price that we're willing to pay, see if he wants to accept the offer, and try and work something out to get the stock in. Well, the stock's been dropped off. We've got 3 bags to go through. Let's get it inside, start rummaging through, and we'll see some of the stuff that we got. But from just looking in the top, there's some cool looking figures in here. There's some like Star Wars games and stuff. Like, look at all of this. Cars and stuff like that. Little board games. I have no idea what's in there. This is going to be exciting, guys. But guys, what's going on? We're in, we've made it. We've got the stock. We've got 3 bags full to go through. Yes sir, 3 bags full. I've got my laptop here. I'll research a few of the items as we go through it. We're in a little bit of a different setup. You're with me in the front room today, or the living room. What do you call it? Do you call it a front room, a living room? I know that's always a UK debate. But let's get right into it. First bag, first box, first tin. It is a Star Wars metal lunchbox. I don't think it's anything too collectible, but inside we have got a load of Star Wars figures in there. I don't know the names of any of these people, but it looks like there's a pilot, some sort of little alien thing there, maybe something that repairs. Kylo Ren, from all different series. I think that's from the Clone Wars there. Like all kinds of bits, a little Yoda, some sort of gun, Obi-Wan Kenobi, all with like different lightsabers and stuff all in there. That's a funky one. Don't know the value exactly on any of these figures, but I'm just going to rough estimate around 15 to 20 quid potentially for the whole lot there. Next up for the Star Wars is this Star Wars X-Wing miniatures game. Now this looks really cool. He was saying that like the cards are in a different box or something, because it has all these like cutouts and stuff for it. And then there's these like miniature figurines of like, I'm not sure if you can see it in the light there, like TIE fighters and what's the friendly ship called? All you Star Wars fans are going to be hating me right now, but I don't care. We're here for the profits. Star Wars X-Wing miniatures game. So £25 on this one potentially. Just got to make sure all the pieces are there. And I think there is actually another box to pair with it, if I am right. Yes, this seems to be like the same game, but this one's red and this one's blue. But I'm going to guesstimate around £25 each on each of those. What else is in here? We've got some figures. What figures have we got? I'm not going to stand here and play around with these figures all day, but just lying down so you can see what's going on. These are all still in the bag. Is that one from Lord of the Rings or something? Looks very Lord of the Rings-ish. McFarlane Products 1997. This is the kind of thing I need my phone for, to be honest. I mean, I'm not 100% sure what series these things are from, so I can't research them. But I'll just show you what we've got here. Really cool figure there. Gonna have to research him once I've got access back to the phone and I can actually search things up. But they all look like really good quality figurines. Let's move on. This is a glass sign. Oh my god, it's a Mr. Beast sign. What? Look at that. Can you guys see that in there? There's like a Mr. Beast logo in a glass sign and it plugs in. Let's plug it in. Let's see if it actually works. Oh my god. But now we know that it's tested and working. We'll have to look it up, see if it's worth anything. I reckon it's just a custom made piece or something though. So probably not too much value in it. But I don't know, people are crazy about Mr. Beast. This is... Let me just spill some of this out. Oh my goodness. This is a whole bag of Transformers just here. We got a giant NASA space rocket. I'm not sure if they've picked that up already. Some little figures. A big one there, like a jet. All kinds of like trucks and cars. And toys and stuff. So again, I'm gonna have to like go through all of this, like research everything, find out what it's worth. And then I'm gonna shoot him a number for an offer and see if he's happy to accept it, basically. But I've done some deals with him in the past. You can check them out from earlier videos on this channel. We've got loads of cool retro stuff from him before, and a lot of it is sold really well. So I'm pretty confident that I'm going to buy a lot of this stuff too. But I could be here all day, so I'm just going to try and give a general overview. Big truck there. There's so much stuff here, guys. I can't believe what we've got. Let's go. I mean, I'm just going to put it back in the bag for now. We've had our little look at everything. But for the purpose of this video, let's just move on. What's in this bag? Oh guys, it didn't end on the last one. Another bag full of Transformers. What the hell? How many is there? This is insane. Someone better tag Master of Pieces in this. This is insane. I'm gonna have to hit him up and see if he needs any of these, because there's so many here. If any of you are a Transformers collector, get in contact with me. I'll send you what I've got. I'll try and take all the photos. But I can't believe how much is here. If you're a collector of this stuff, I mean, I'm tempted to start, but I mean, I'm trying to do this for a business. I can't decide to just keep all of the stock that I need to sell. But it is a shame when you come across something so cool that hits the nostalgia button. It's like, oh, I could keep all these things, but I don't really need to keep them. I don't need a whole collection of them. I've got stuff already that I enjoy. Maybe there's a few, 1 or 2 pieces. I try and keep the stuff that's a bit cheaper, to be honest, so I can actually sell the more expensive pieces and get a good return on my money. And then I've still got the nostalgia factor from the little cheaper ones that might not even be worth putting on eBay. Rhinos and dinosaurs, Bumblebee, like a black looking Optimus Prime there. There's a sword in here, bulldozer. I don't know what that is. Looks like a spaceship. I really like this car looking one though. That is really cool. It's like a Porsche, or it kind of looks like Speed Racer. That was really cool. But again, another bag of Transformers. I am not complaining, guys. We're gonna hit the market hard with these. It's just all Transformers. What is this? What's in this bag? What is that? Is that a Ninja Turtle thing? Guys, what is that? That's a funky looking thing. There's all sorts of stuff in here. There's some like Lego controllers. I don't know what that is. Again, same with that thing there, some weird little alien thing. Oh, what's he from? I can't remember what he's from. He's from something. What is that? I don't even know what half this stuff. Oh, I know what that one is. That is Captain Hook. It's a Ninja Turtle. Guys, we have a Ninja Turtle. But I think I actually need this one as well for my collection. See, stuff like that. If there's an odd turtle in there, that one's going to me. Everything else can be sold on. We've got Peter Pan in there as well. There's like some sort of scenery. There's a whole load of like accessories and stuff in here as well, guys. I'm trying to show you a little handful, just like little rocket torpedoes, arms and legs to stuff, wrestling belts, transformer pieces, swords. But I'll pack these back up and we'll keep digging through this bag. So I was just looking this one up to double check on at least something from this stack. And it seems like this is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle submarine or sewer digger. With the box, there's one that's sold $18.99 plus £3 postage. There is supposed to be like arms and legs and all sorts of stuff that goes with this, even little missiles. I'm sure there is all those pieces in here or in there scattered around somewhere, but I'm gonna have to go through, piece it all together to make sure we've got an actual complete model before I give them most accurate pricing. And then there is one more bag of stuff in here. Corgi buses. Yeah, Corgi bus. Another Corgi bus there. Greyhound. A smaller one. There's also some like tram lines. That's a tram track there. This one's like a big truck with a load of rubble on it. Again, Corgi as well. And then a big train set. This is a Corgi one as well. Really nice. Die cast as well. Metal train. I'm not sure how much these go for. Roughly off the top of my head, I would estimate 15 to 20 quid for some of these. But I'm going to look this one up just to double check because I've not really had much experience with die cast trains before. I've dealt with trucks and cars and all that kind of thing, but not these kind of trains. And I've always heard that there's really good money in them, so I want to double check what we've got here. Corgi train, orange. Corgi St. Louis PCC car. So after giving this a quick search on eBay, there is one that has sold, this exact one has sold for £20 and 49 pence free postage. So between 15 to 20 quid on this one probably. I reckon I was in the right ballpark with my first guess. Let's pack these up. Get these back in the bag and we'll go through 2 more bags full and see what we've got. We're only 1 bag in at the moment and I'm already confident I want to make this deal. All of those Transformers, all of those figures, all of that nostalgia, there's some bits in there I want to keep, but I'm just seeing profit right before my eyes. The next one he said was a lot of cars. So this here is Corgi Juniors, Whiz Wheels, stuff like that. I've sold plenty of bundles of these in the past on eBay already. I've been making some good money from like die-cast cars and things like this. But with this, I'll obviously give them all a quick look up with like eBay searching with the photos and Google Lens or something like that. Find a rough price estimate. Anything that's below £10, I'll put into like make a bundle with, and anything that's £10 and up, I'll list individually. There's all kinds of bags in here. These are just empty bags. These are Thomas trains, Thomas the Tank Engine trains. Again, I've done pretty well on some of these. As you would have seen in one of my recent videos, I don't know if you have watched it yet, but they're not the exact same trains as these. They're like the Tommy electronic ones that go around the Thomas and Friends Trackmaster sets. So not the exact type, but I sold a bundle of those for 120 quid. So Thomas the Tank Engine stuff still sells really well. You just got to have the right buyer after things for their collection. Next is a load of car stuff. Sweet. So there's like Mac here. There you go. You can open up the truck. Oh, that's so cool. These toys are so cool. There's a Dynaco one as well. Dynaco truck there. You've got different cars. Ramon. All different sizes as well. So it's going to be quite interesting how they're different scales of car. Bunch of different stock cars. Tomato. Is there more? Yeah, look. The big cars. Sheriff police car. Whoa, there's a whole bag of this. Look at all of that. Cars, toys for days. The iconic Cars. Guys, you know the scene, the most iconic scene in Cars. I think that one is staying with me. Just keep pulling them out like bundles and bundles and bundles. There's a big red in here as well. So many cars. I'm not complaining, I'm happy to see it, but it's just crazy of how many cars there actually are. Wow, it must be so hot. The rubber on this is actually starting to stick. Now, I know I've seen a lot of these stuff on eBay, and the way that people tend to sell these seems to be with like a multi-listing. So they'll take like a picture of, or they'll make a picture in Canva of like loads of different cars and then say like pick whichever ones you want, have a multi-listing and then list all the different cars that they have. And then when you want to place an order, you go in and select all the different cars you want, and then the price adds up. Maybe it's like £3.50 a car, or depending on the rarity of the car, it'll be more expensive or cheaper, vice versa. Now, I don't know if that's the kind of thing I want to do or get into when I'm trying to sell this lot. It seems like a lot of time and a lot of work. I'd much rather just do like bundles of stuff or like sell. I think that individually would be worth it. But if it's not, I'll pair it with the Sheriff car because they're the same scale. Like I'll put this kind of size car with more cars this size, and I'll put this size car with more cars this size, so that it all makes sense when it comes to actually listing it. People will either be searching for like the scale of the car, the type of car, the brand, all that sort of stuff. So the more I can separate it, the better. And then I'll do it into bundles or individually, like I said, for anything that's under £10. And then look, even smaller, there's a whole other scale of car in there as well. What's this? There's a SpongeBob bag in here. Holding a sword is a pirate SpongeBob bag, brand new with the tags, guys. That is cool. Maybe it'll make it onto eBay, maybe it'll get onto our whatnot shows, if it stays in my collection or if it comes to one of you guys. This is all of these cars. I think we're going to do really well on this. That's pretty much it for this bag. There's a couple of other pieces, like some little card games, dice games and stuff. And there is a Final Fantasy figure in there as well. His legs just come off though, unfortunately. So you're going to need to glue that one back on. Bit damaged, but still Final Fantasy figure. There's his stand, I'm guessing, as well. One more car, and that's it for that bag. Stuff like this, yeah, it's a really cool Final Fantasy figure, but it's broken, so I have repair time on a lot of this stuff. Certain things that are dirty or grubby, I'm going to have to clean them up. So again, there's cleaning time that's going into this, and all of that is going to affect the price that I'm willing to pay for things. You should be doing the same if you're out and about in the charity shop, car boots, wherever it is that you source stuff from. Make sure you're doing the due diligence to check the condition of the items first. Because if you buy a load of stuff that you need to spend hours cleaning, or that you end up looking at it and thinking, I do not want to have to deal with that, that you just put it into the corner and never touch it because it's dirty, then there was probably no point in you picking it up. You could have used that money, put it into something else, made it work for you and got it back much quicker. Or it's essentially a waste. If you never actually do anything with it and you end up donating it or giving it away, you've essentially just lost the money. So try and recoup as much money as you possibly can from your investments. In the first place, don't buy stuff which is broken, or just bake that into the price that you're willing to pay. And then the final bag. This one's a mystery bag. I have no idea what's inside. I can't even see in the top. So let's just get it open. Let's just get into it and find out what is waiting for us. We are greeted with a brown box. What is in said brown box? More cars. We've got another one of those guys. There is just some padding and stuff in there. Yeah, more cars. We'll add that with the other bundle. Should be good. Then we've got a very, very old looking Star Trek, the original series, crew members exploration pack. Wow, that looks really cool. Originally $12.99 from Simon Schuster. Never heard of that shop before. Okay, the box is a little bit broken. Well, I don't want to open that too much. I don't want to do any damage to it, but that looks really cool. Let's try and look this one up real quick. £5, £8, £9, £13. There's quite a lot of them listed. 63 results for items listed. How many sold? 2 items sold. One was brand new and was $13.99 with an offer accepted. And the other one was £3, buy it now. So not too much money actually in this. It's a really cool piece. I'm sure it'll be nostalgic for someone, but not the most profitable item. Maybe it makes it into the end pile and we run it on whatnot if we can get it cheap enough. But I'll state how much I'm willing to pay for every item, and we can work out how much it comes to all together at the end, and he can decide if he wants to accept it or not. But let me know, would you pick up something like this? I know that someone out there is going to enjoy it, and it just has to be for the right price. Next up, this looks vintage. What? Star Wars 350 piece puzzle of this scene right here. And the scene is clearly made of toys. It's like a puzzle of toys. That's really funky. Again, I don't really want to peel away the sellotape that's been put on there and cause any... Yeah, I'm going to cause damage if I take the sellotape off. So I don't want to look in there, but that one's really cool. There's a whole load of like Star Wars things, expansion packs for the other game that we showed you before. Different TIE fighters, all sealed in their packets. Star Wars Holiday 2004 edition. That is really cool. Star Wars Christmas ornaments, still sealed in the pack. That's the thing, that's why I love working with this guy. I never know what he's gonna have, and it's always just the coolest, weirdest stuff. Marvel Shang-Chi, The Legend of 10 Rings. a box that you karate chop in half, and then there's like a mystery figure inside. That's a funny one. D&D Red Dragon Die Keeper. Oh, that might be a keeper for us when we play Dungeons and Dragons. What else is in here? We got zombie dice. I'm guessing that's a game. There's a couple books in here. Astro Boy, the manga book. We've got The Mighty Ducks sealed. Then we've got an official advanced Dungeons and Dragons computer product rule book. That one looks really cool. Some more Star Wars pieces. A bag of a couple of Transformers have made their way in there. And then a load of those like army men, plastic army men. Sometimes they do well in a big bundle. But you've normally got to have like something special like the set pieces or the artillery. But every now and then I do see sales of just bundles of these army figures, and the more the better. Look at this, guys. Any wrestling fans out there? Battlemania WF, Who Can Stop the Undertaker comic. That is really cool. All like wrestling stuff inside. That is a nostalgia trip for a wrestling fan. And then we've got a copy of Action Force, the Special Transformers crossover. That is really cool. I think I'll be keeping that one. Oh, yes. And then for my Thundercats collection, we have a Thundercats comic too. Let's go. We've got a wrestling figure trying to attack us there. We've got some Minecraft looking pieces. A Tommy Copter combat game. That looks quite fun to play. Vintage one for sure. It's very old, or retro should I say. A whole other bag full of Transformers. Can you see that? We've got the tanks. Big tank. We've got cars. There's like other things in there. What is that? That's one of those like Lego dragon things that they came out with. Oh my god, what's this? This is a Nintendo DS sat on the top of it. What? Guys, this is insane. There's so much cool stuff in here. This is a Halo Spartan figurine there, Master Chief. What is that? There's a little bobblehead thing there. I can't get over how much good stuff there is. This is insane. And he even said he's got 2 or 3 more lots of all of this to keep on coming. So once we've gotten through this one, there's another one and another one. I just say keep it coming as long as you got it, man. I'll happily accept stuff like this all the time. I know that my store loves it when I list and sell toys. It's not really enjoying me listing clothing at the moment. I'm not sure if that's just because it takes longer to sell. It's a bit more of a longer tail thing. So I'm actually happy to get some toys back in my store and go through that listing process as well. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop listing clothes. I've got so many clothes. I need to list them all to get the return on my money for them. And I'm excited to grow my store into new heights with everything. I just can't believe how much good stuff is actually out there. So many people say they struggle to get hold of the stuff. I seem to have the opposite problem. I can get the stuff for days, but I just don't have enough time to get it all listed. Where it seems like it takes forever to clean everything, research everything, list everything. And then I'm just still sat there listing stuff at the end of the day. And I've got an abundance of stock that I'm just still sat on top of. So what kind of problem do you have? Do you find that you can't find enough stuff? Do you find that you've got too much stuff and you can't list it quick enough? Or do you find that you've got too many things on your store and you can't sell it fast enough? What kind of issue are you dealing with when it comes to sourcing? And this will be the last of the items, so let's just go through these clothing bits together. This is a Judge Dredd hoodie. Let me show you the back. Look at that. That is a really cool piece. It's quite small. Maybe it's for kids, maybe it's cropped, maybe it's just shrunk from years of washing it. But how sick is that? I love the psychedelic colours on there. Reminds me of this cycling top that I had when I was a kid. Uniqlo collab with Pokemon. Pokemon shirt. Who have you got on there? You've got Bulbasaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. This is my zombie killing shirt. That one's cool. Pokemon t-shirt. Look at that. That is a funky one. I reckon Gigi is going to be claiming that right up. And the last but not least, I am sure, is WWE Authentic Wear. The artist known as Strong Style has arrived. Long sleeve, strong style, WWE Authentic Wear top with the like shuriken looking things on the elbows. Really nice clothing pieces, all fits in with the brand and the theme of everything else that we've gone through today. I know we haven't researched too many things, but you can take a look at anything that was here, go and research it yourself. If there was anything you're interested in, shoot me a message on Instagram. That's the best way to get hold of me. But anything that's worth going on eBay is going to go onto eBay. Anything that's under that, we can either bundle it together and list onto eBay for a larger price, if that is the best way to do it. Or there could be some exciting toy-themed whatnot shows, retro, nostalgia, all of the sort of stuff that you've seen here today, especially if we've got 2 or 3 more deliveries of this kind of stuff coming our way. But thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to find out how I'm actually going to spend the time to get this done, or you want to know how you can save time and earn more with eBay, then click right there and watch that video, because loads of other people are enjoying it, and I think you're going to enjoy it too. Thanks for joining me. See you in the next one.